Before embarking on any development scheme, it is vital to take into consideration the conditions of the environment in which it is located. Failure to do so may well affect the long-term viability of the project, as well as endanger people. Our final report takes a look at a phenomenon that's threatening the urban geology of Thailand and costing the city millions of dollars every year.
When Kuntak, a factory worker in the seaside province of Samut Prakan, moved into this house a year ago, she thought she had a good bargain. The rent was cheap and the location convenient, but then one fine day, the walls of the house started cracking.
I don't know how or why it happens, but most of the houses in this area have cracked walls. It is a common problem.
But the blame for Kuntak's house falling apart does not lie with poor construction alone. It goes much deeper, in fact, below the surface of the earth. About 10 to 16 meters underneath this building is a soft and easily compressible layer of clay that sinks down whenever a heavy load is placed on it. This causes any construction built without proper precautions to crack and in some cases even collapse. Part of a geological phenomenon called land subsidence, it is a problem found in the entire area in and around the Thai capital city, Bangkok. Every year, land subsidence extracts a heavy cost in terms of money spent on laying foundations for new buildings and maintenance of existing infrastructure.
The rough estimate that we have done quite a few years back, it runs into 70 billion baht. That's an astronomical number, simply because the area affected by subsidence is very large. It's over 700 square kilometers.
The urban geology of Bangkok is influenced by a soft thin marine clay called Bangkok clay, which contains up to 20% water. The clay is a remnant of the period when Bangkok and its surrounding areas were completely covered by the sea. When buildings or other heavy infrastructure is constructed on this kind of geological base, the weight compresses the clay and the surface of the ground steadily goes down. The city of Bangkok till a few years ago was the most rapidly sinking metropolis in the world, with some areas going down at the rate of 13 centimeters per year. One of the most serious consequences of land subsidence is that as the city of Bangkok slowly sinks, it also becomes more prone to flooding whenever there is heavy rain. Nearly 100 square kilometers in and around Bangkok are already under sea level, and as a consequence, the level of soil erosion along the nearby coastline has also increased.
Bangkok has been one of the urban centers in Asia which have experienced growth and expansion at a fairly early stage. But now, with the globalization going on, we can expect other Asian cities to follow suit very soon. At this moment, this is the right moment to talk about using geological information in these areas, in these different urban centers, and avoid the type of things that we have seen here.
Many other coastal cities in Asia are situated on soft marine sediments, which include highly compressible clays like the Bangkok clay. Many of these cities share similar problems of flooding, land subsidence, and the gradual encroachment of the sea. According to experts, one important measure that many Asian cities with similar problems need to take is to incorporate geological information in their city planning.
In the case of Bangkok, regular monitoring has shown that while natural soil conditions are a major factor, land subsidence is largely a result of the indiscriminate pumping of groundwater to meet the city's growing water needs. As the water is pumped out, the soil shrinks even further, increasing the speed at which the city is sinking. It is estimated that Bangkok City currently uses 2.5 million cubic meters of groundwater every day, though the sustainable limit is only 1.5 million cubic meters daily. In a bid to solve the problem of land subsidence, Bangkok City authorities in recent years have have tried to strictly limit the amount of groundwater being pumped out, particularly by large industries which are major consumers of water.
You cannot allow 100 or 1,000 wells to subside the whole city where millions of people live, because that would not be fair.
Such control is not always possible in new housing estates and industries coming up outside the town where restrictions are few. This new market area outside Bangkok, for example, uses 1,700 cubic meters of water every day with the pumps running around the clock. According to experts, more policy changes are needed to tackle the spreading of subsidence outside the city.